Koch Chemie Auto Shampoo, a perfect product for episode 2. And why is it perfect? Well, because it rhymes. Let's get on with it. Instructions for hand washing: dilute at 1 to 150. So I've added 100 ml of product to roughly 15 litres of warm water. Perhaps not the most concentrated product on the market, but as you can see at that dilution, it certainly produces plenty of suds. Now, just because a shampoo produces plenty of suds doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be very slick. However, in this case, that is exactly what it is. Even using a really large wash pad that holds as much water as this garage therapy one does, you can glide across the panels with absolutely no effort whatsoever. Well, what about the smell then? Well, anybody who knows me, and as I've mentioned on the channel before, I'm absolutely nose blind. I couldn't identify a scent if my life depended on it. But what I will say is that whilst it doesn't have anything particularly fruity or any sort of artificial smell about it, it does have a very clean smell without having a clinical smell, if that makes any sense. And if it doesn't make sense, well, let's just say that it's a pleasant product to use and there's nothing off-putting about the smell. Well, I'm glad we finally cleared that up. Now, one area of car care which I find separates an average shampoo from a good shampoo is cleaning the windscreen. Largely because dead bugs, certainly in my experience, seem to want to adhere more to the windscreen than any other part of the car. And a good shampoo makes removing these and other things just so much easier. Did I mention this shampoo was very slick? So you may well have gathered by now through this particular quick test video that I'm fairly impressed with this product. And to be honest, going into it beforehand, I thought it would be, because I haven't used a bad product from this brand yet, and this lives up to expectations. The only thing I would say is around that dilution ratio. 150 to 1 in modern times isn't exactly what you'd call heavily concentrated, and to be perfectly honest, given the amount of suds that I had in the bucket and just how slick it was to use, I think I might even dial that back a bit for the next one. Now, the instructions on the bottle don't mention anything about dilution ranges. It simply just says 150 to 1, or has other instructions using through machine washers, so I think it is definitely, as I said, more commercially oriented. But I think if I were to use this again, I'd probably half that dilution, so I'd maybe go 50 ml in a full bucket of warm water and see how that works out. And just one final point that I do think is worth noting, because some shampoos can either degrade or even mask your protection. This one, as you can see looking at the bonnet, absolutely does not. The protection's still doing its thing, which is yet another plus point for this shampoo. So I guess there's only one thing left to ask. Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious what way this one was heading right from the start. It's definitely a winner. It's definitely going to be used again on the channel. And that's pretty much it. Thanks very much for watching, and take care.